It's the Cloud Chronicles, blazing trails, you know how Johnny moves. Young black mamba, dropping the hottest news. Life's a mad attorney calling audibles. When it's mindset, I don't know how I'ma lose. Keep it 100, we from the 90s, dude. Freshest podcast out, we on the grind for you. Stuck on your head all day, Gorilla Glue. They think they really gon' out me, pull up with the big tech. Call it Silicon Valley, made it through a dark winter, it was getting so cloudy. Now we got the sickest show in the whole county. It's a cold world, better bundle up. Gotta get the shovel when the truck is stuck. In the middle of a blizzard still coming up. Tuning in just so I know what is up. It's the Cloud Chronicles. It's the Cloud Chronicles. Cloud Chronicles. It's the Cloud Chronicles. So we slide into
Johnny Blaze,
where they got the hottest news.
What up, world? We are back. We are live. This is the Cloud Chronicles, man. I'm your host, Jerry and Blaze. Thank y'all for joining with me. Well, thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching later. People are going to watch later. So, as always, like, share, subscribe, get in the comments, share the video. I got a super dope guest here. We've been trying to put it together for a minute. We've seen his nephew on here, Freeway Lamar. But right now, I want y'all to welcome to the show Norman Tillman, a.k.a. Unc Freeway Shitty Slam.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on,
man? Good to finally connect with you, nephew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for sitting down with me, Unc, man. I appreciate you joining me on the show. Man, let's get into it, man. So you do a lot, man. You do a lot with the Freeway team. Tell me a little bit, just give them or introduce yourself. You know, tell them a little bit about your background with the advertising and the marketing real quick.
Okay, well, you know, the whole Freeway reference is to, you know, the little group of guys that, you know, we've been friends with since childhood. Freeway Rick, probably the most prominent out of all of the guys, but, you know, the Freeway Boys. So, you know, our fame, if you will, or infamy, you know, has to do with, you know, the 80s and the whole crack era and the war on drugs and that whole piece. So, you know, fast forward to now, you know, we're heavily involved in the cannabis industry, both marijuana and hemp. And, you know, that's what we're doing. So that's where I'm at.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, yeah, the Freeway Boys, you were just talking about that, man. So, so a lot of people don't know the story, man. Just basically give them a little bit of that background, man, of who the Freeway Boys were. What?
For sure. Well, you know, the long and the short of it is, you know, in the 80s, you know, there was a war going on in Iran, and then sitting president Ronald Reagan was funding the Iran-Contra war because the revolutionaries had taken over the country. So he was funding the counter-revolutionaries, and Congress cut off his funding. So it's, you know, he was, you know, Gary Webb, a San Jose Mercury newspaper reporter, wrote a book called Dark Alliances, in which he alleged that the president was involved in bringing, you know, illicit narcotics into the United States for the purpose of funding the foreign, you know, funding a war. Right. So we were the Freeway Boys, you know, obviously by way of Rick, were the main target of those drugs that were coming into the United States. You know, we were distributing that poison all over the country, and that's kind of where that. And the freeway reference is to the fact that, you know, we live right next to the 110 freeway in Los Angeles.
Right.
So, you know, that's why they call us the Freeway Boys.
Right. And for a lot of people that don't know, their story is the real, like, where Snowfall gets a lot of the stuff that you see.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, Snowfall is a program that people who aren't familiar is the program that John Singleton had wrote. You know, Rick and I had sat down with with John to discuss, you know, the potential for a program. And, you know, I don't know what the agreement was, but from my conversations with Rick, it didn't turn out, you know, to be what he thought it was going to be either. They just kind of moved forward without his input. So, you know, that's how that went.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your role, you know, within that group, what you were.
Well, you know, back in the day, as you know, Rick has already stated himself, you know, a lot of the Freeway boys weren't really that literate. You know what I'm saying? They weren't real, you know, formally educated in terms of being able to read and write, so forth and so on. And I was kind of, you know, smart. So, you know, I generally, you know, had to do a lot of reading and stuff for the homeboys, but it wasn't like it was a thing because we was homeboys. So whatever one of us wasn't talented in, you know, the other one would take up the slack. You know, I tell people that, you know, the Freeway, our whole, the thing that binds us is the fact that we had you know, a motto that, you know, if there were 10 of us and one of us had $10 and none of the rest of us had any money, it meant that each of us had $1 apiece, because that's just how we shared collectively with each other. So, you know, it was all for one and one for all.
Round table.
Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of people don't. A lot of people ain't with that round table.
And we still, man, you know, to even today, you know, that hasn't changed. You know, the Freeway boys, we still got each other's backs, and that's just, you know, and that's why we were so successful, because it wasn't no big eyes and little U's. You know, even though everybody knew who Rick was based on, you know, the way he was the focus, you know, but, you know, it was, you know, he didn't act like he was some kind of celebrity amongst us, and, you know, we didn't treat him as such. You know, he was still the homie, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So when is, have you talked to the guys? I mean, are y'all thinking about getting back together? Have y'all done anything like that?
Well, you know, a lot of the guys, you know, shit, we old now, nephew. Shit, I just turned 62, man. So, you know, a lot of the guys, you know, some of the guys, you know, back in the 80s after, you know, Rick got reincarcerated, you know, they retired from, you know, selling, you know, distributing, you know, narcotics, and got jobs, and they didn't retire from them jobs. You know, we talking about 1980 shit. That's 40 years ago. So, yeah, we, you know, the guys have kind of gone their own ways. You know, I got friends that got great grandkids now, so, you know, they got their hands full, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So the Freeway Emporium, this is something I've been wanting to talk to you about. I definitely want you to spend some time on this, man. Tell us about the Freeway Emporium. This is your thing. So,
well, see, the Freeway Emporium is a business that I started to specifically look at, you know, opportunities in the industry of hemp. Still marijuana, but it's the marijuana that doesn't get you high. You know, it don't have the that long word tetrahydro, you know, whatever that ingredient that is in marijuana.
That tetra word,
Right. So, but, you know, in studying it, I had found out about a strain called Charlotte's Web. And Charlotte's Web was created by the Stanley brothers out of Colorado for the purpose of, you know, identifying alternative medical, you know, modalities to help, you know, people who, you know, have seizures and things like that. And they use a lot of their synthetic drugs like, you know, Ritalin and, you know, other things like that. So turns out that CBD, which is the, you know, the cousin to THC, only has, you know, 0.3% of THC in it. So it's safe to give to children. And Charlotte Figure, who it was named after, you know, she just passed, not this year, last year, but yeah, it relieved a lot of the stress that, you know, parents who have children who suffer through those epileptic seizures, so forth and so on. You know, this was a way for them to give them that without giving them that synthetic stuff, that, it'll help them to not have as many seizures, but then it messes up other organs in your body because it's synthetic, it's not organic. So
yeah, it's
so
definitely.
at any rate, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm developing a line of CBD products to include, vitamins, and because you can literally infuse CBD and THC into pretty much everything. And if you've been looking at the market, they got everything from shampoo to seasoning, because Lamar, he has his own seasoning line.
Yeah, big shout out to Lamar, Freeway Lamar.
Shout out to Lamar. Shout out to the homie Rick. And so that's what I want to do. But I want to do it for the purpose of, my focus is to create a vehicle where I can create economics for people who are interested in the CBD industry, to be able to make some money and identify a method of being good to themselves, of being healthy. We're becoming more health conscious, with the COVID and everything. People have become a lot more conscious of the fact that you can't just keep putting junk into your body and expect it not to affect it, your body negatively. So
True.
People are becoming more health conscious. So and so am I. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to get some of what's been described as $1 trillion industry.
Definitely, it is. It's booming, man. Everything is selling. I mean, Texas is slow to get around, but at least the CBD is legal in Texas. So you see all kind of CBD shops. The drops. I use the drops myself.
So do I.
Yeah, the drops are amazing. I've been recommending those to a lot of people. Can you tell if there's people out there that that aren't as educated about like the THC and the CBD? Can you tell them like the difference between, like how you kind of spoke about it earlier, but you tell them that basically the CBD is not going to get you like the THC. Just break it down for them a little bit.
Yeah, well, pretty much what it really boils down to is this: the THC gets you high, the CBD doesn't. They both have the same medicinal qualities. My understanding, I don't know if it's true or not, but my understanding is that Dr. Sebi, who used to be, the herbologist that passed,
right?
He was heavy into the CBD and the THC too. Herbs and spices and things like that, because the pharmaceutical industry has only been around so long.
Right.
So when you think about, back in the day, even the Native American, native people used to use, herbs and spices and put them in the stone bowls, and whenever they would get ill or have an issue that they was dealing with, some kind of pain or whatever, that's what they would use. And the THC is, it's actually stronger than the CBD, obviously, but some people just don't want to get high, but they still want to address whatever issue it is that they're trying to address. So, the CBD is an alternative, option for them. But they're pretty much the same. I mean, they're both, in the marijuana family. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. But there's a lot of people that don't know.
And again, and I'm learning, nephew. It's like, it's so much to learn. I mean, marijuana is just now really becoming as pronounced, is not pronounced, but people are becoming more and more and more aware. Who may have had taboos about marijuana, but it's so prevalent everywhere you look, you can't escape it. So people have begun to start doing their own research and seeing if in fact it's the boogeyman like it's been described as prior to, and they're beginning to see that it's not. It really is. I think it's God's plan based on.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you. It's from the earth, man. But you can definitely, you can get degrees. You can literally go to college now for cannabis.
You can get a degree in marijuana. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Amsterdam University.
I mean, it's crazy. You never would have thought about that back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I do want to switch gears here on and talk to you about another passion of yours, man. I see you out there on that course. I see you out on that course, man. Doing on the links, as they say, man. So tell me about the golf, man. What you got going on with that?
Well, I've been involved in golf for got to be about 25 years. And back when Tiger Woods was first coming out, Tiger kind of got everybody's attention, and we started participating in golf because up until then there weren't any of us out there. You couldn't turn on the TV and see us on TV playing golf. I mean, you had some guys out there, Calvin Pete, and who else was out there? But nobody was really having the kind of success that Tiger started having.
Exactly.
So, it kind of drew, a lot of the Black community to golf, as it did me. And so, I started playing and found it to be not only very meditative, if you will, but also at the same time, fun to participate in, just competitive, because I've always been competitive, as you know. Back in the day, I played a lot of professional tennis. One of my first goals was to become a professional tennis player. Rick and I, in fact, that's how I met Rick, playing tennis on the tennis court. He was at Dorsey High School and I was at Hollywood High School. And we played their school, and I was the only Black on our team, but their whole team was Black. And they destroyed us. They destroyed us, man. So
excuse me.
That was crazy. And I told him,
especially back then.
I want to play on y'all team. And he said, man, transfer. And I did. And that's where our friendship started to, blossom and grow and everything. Yeah.
Had a whole squad full of Arthur Ashes.
Man, and Arthur actually came to our school and hit with Larry Barnett, who was our best player. Oh yeah, he crazy. Came over. In fact, Venus and Serena Williams's tennis academy is at our high school, at Dorsey High School.
They got that movie out, Will Smith playing him.
Hey, big shout out to Freeway Lamar checking in on the comments. Right there. I don't know if you saw Unc while you was talking. Big shout out.
I ain't see it. No, I ain't see it. Yeah.
He said, keep pushing, Unc. Celebrate Freeway Hemporium. Appreciate you.
He's helping me with that too. Yeah. Shout out to Lamar.
Shout out to Lamar.
Great kid. Yeah.
We had another comment. Liz Marshall. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Liz? Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking in.
Thanks, Liz. Good looking out.
Appreciate it. Okay, man. So you got a passion for golf and everything. We talked a little bit about it. Do you want to? We want to go into how you're looking? Maybe
well, you know what? I think that when you look at the landscape of professional sports, and you think about all of the successes that we've had in the traditional sports that we most identify with, which is obviously football, baseball, basketball. When you look at golf and you look at tennis, we just don't see the participation, in the Black and the brown community. So, and a lot of scholarships for golf at the collegiate level go unapplied for because there's just not enough of us that participate in the sport. So, I'm really leaning towards trying to figure out how to, if not just support, the programs that are out there for Black and brown kids to participate in golf, to just get my own program, if you will,
Right.
Which, may be a little bit more than to do, but hey, we got to do all we can for this next generation, man. You always want to be of the mindset that you want to leave the planet a little bit better than you found it, so you want to create opportunities for other young people to be able to have some, a variety of things that they can pursue to try and become successful, if you will, Yeah. So I'm real excited about golf. I really like it. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, man. When we in the same state, man, we're gonna have to hook up because
ain't no question. I'm gonna have to
I've been
separate
dying to go
I'm
golfing,
gonna
man.
have to
It's not
separate you
gone.
from some of your cash. You already know. You already know. For sure.
I'm down, man. I'm down, man. Well, look, I don't want to hold you too much longer, man. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
I just really want to just give a big old shout out to you and young people like yourself who are doing these podcasts and exposing the world to people like myself who the world might not otherwise even know about, if you will, and
Right.
just sharing information, educating people, because that's what the whole platform of the internet should be for. It's for a learning tool, So
Right.
this is a great thing, man. I'm so honored and proud that you thought enough of me to have me on the show, and hopefully, if I've said something today that'll help to fill in some of the blanks that people may be going through, then man, it's worth. It was worth the whole situation, man, for real.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. That's what's up, man. Hey, I wanted to give a big shout out to the whole Freeway team. Y'all see the shirt, man.
I see you repping. I see you.
Hey, man, I've been repping. I've been repping, man. I've been repping, man.
Yeah, you can go to freewayricky.com
Mhm.
and get you a shirt, get you a book. He wrote 2 books. And yeah, man, it's all good, man. Support my man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole Freeway team, man. Shout out to on Freeway Shitty right here, man.
Shout
Thank
out
you
to the homies for sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you welcome
Shout
back
out.
anytime, bro. Anytime you want to come back.
Absolutely.
Let me know.
Again, thanks again. I appreciate your time, bro.
No problem. Hey, look, before I get out of here, I want to give a big shout out to WIJX Radio, man. We got episodes of the Cloud Chronicles starting this next Sunday, 4 to 5 p.m. on WJX Radio. So y'all go download.
Shout out to WJX. There you go.
Yeah. We making moves, man. We making moves. Hey, man, this has been the Cloud Chronicles. I'm your host, Jerry and Blaze. We out of here, man. I appreciate you staying and stopping through, man.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you, baby.
Yes, sir. Peace. Y'all go like, share, subscribe. We out.
All right.